Hey, you guys. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. So as y'all can tell by today's title that I'm going to be doing a kind of girl talk, like chit chat, Q&A type thing. I was supposed to do this video like January. Baby, we're in March. I posted on my Instagram story for y'all to for y'all to ask me some questions. Literally about anything. Some of them y'all was tripping on. Not even gonna lie, y'all was tripping. I picked out a couple that I didn't mind talking about or answering. And a couple of them were kind of vague. So I'll just kind of like touch on them a little bit. Have you ever been in love? Yes, I'm in love right now. Yes, me and my man. He's still getting on my nerves though. Next question. How do you leave someone alone you know is not good for you? My best advice to you, honey, leave when you're ready. And I'm only saying that because I was that person who kept going back. Why? I don't know. I still don't have an answer for you. I really believe in you have to keep going back until you just, I don't want to use the word hate, but you have to keep going back until there's nothing left. Like you don't even have a feeling of wanting to be with that person anymore. How has your current relationship taught you? What has your current relationship taught you? My current relationship has taught me a lot. It has taught me better communication skills. Like I was always so quick to shut down. Like any given thing that pissed me off, or I would just be quiet. Like I wouldn't say anything. I would go days without saying anything, and obviously that's not healthy to do in a relationship. Now, if you just trying to get your little and get on, then I mean that's not something you have to worry about. But if you're planning to be in a healthy relationship or dating to marry, things of that nature, then yeah, you have to definitely learn how to communicate. And it's not easy at all. Like still to this day, I'm not like perfect at communicating now, but I'm a lot better than I used to be. It's not the easiest road to hoe. I still be wanting to shut down, and I think sometimes I still do, but then I end up coming back and being like, I didn't like how you said this, or you know, just being open with your partner. Friends, baby, what about them? If you're asking, do I have any? I do not. I have family. My girlfriends, I consider family. Like, they're not really friends to me. If you're asking me, like, about them, I guess, I really don't know. I actually have had a bunch of different friend groups. Obviously, at that point in time, I was in a different mindset, a different place in my life. So I think that they were just for that time frame. I still love them to this day though, like all of them. From time to time, a couple of us like text, but it's nothing like how it used to be. And then I have had some friends who were not really my friends at all. They were literally just placeholders, for lack of a better word. And I have not heard from them in Lord knows how long. But I'm not the type of person to, like be extra towards them. Like if I see them, I probably won't speak, but it's still no ill will, no evil intent or anything. We are now in two different places in our lives, and I feel like that's completely okay. I feel like now that we're grown, like your 20s, your early 20s, you have to realize that some people are in your life literally for a span of time, and that's okay. It doesn't necessarily mean that they were a bad friend or a bad lover. It just is. It is what it is. Next question. Are you still in the gym? What do you do to stay consistent? I actually don't stay consistent at all, quite frankly, which is why I went and bought this the other day. This bad boy right here, because I need to get back on my Zoom. My birthday is in 3 months. And I don't have time to be playing. People are already asking me if I got a BBL and all that, but I want more people to ask me if I have a BBL. I'm going tomorrow and I am going to use this, and I will be telling y'all how this is, because I've seen some mixed reviews. Some people says it makes them itch. I don't want to be itching while I'm in there trying to do what I need to do. I've seen some people say it makes them sweat like excessively. I really don't know how to feel about that because I don't like sweating anyway. So we'll see how this goes. The other day I was looking at some old pictures of me, like when I was going like pretty consistently, and I compared them to now. Y'all, I'm gonna find some pictures and I'm gonna insert like back then and now. And it just made me so sad. That's why I was like, girl, what are we doing? We gotta get back on track. The next question. Are you religious? Well, first and foremost, yes, I do believe in Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. Right now, I am doing a hiatus right now. And by no means am I like this super spiritual person, although that's who I aspire to be at some point. Lately, I have been like in a battle between like wanting to be a content creator and also being private, and also like following the word of God. Hear me out. I find myself like on social media a lot, obviously. TikTok. I mean, who don't be on TikTok? I will say like I just find myself literally like wanting a life for myself so bad. And then I go on Instagram or I go on TikTok and I see the life that I want. So it's like, oh, like I can't wait till I get there. And it just makes me so much more harder on myself. The month of March, I'm going to do a hiatus. If you don't know what a hiatus is, it's basically a break from anything that you feel like you need a break from. So yeah, and I just felt like now was a really good time to do it. I don't know. I have not made it to the point in my life where I'm like mentally disciplined enough to fast. I actually just ordered this Bible and it came in today and I literally cannot wait. I'm ready to, take that next step, and it's not going to be easy. It's never easy, as they say. Nothing worth having or worth doing is ever easy. I'm willing to take that next step. Just take mental breaks for yourself. Like it doesn't always have to be you isolating yourself and going on a hiatus. It can be just doing things for you, like going to your favorite restaurant, going to get your hair done, going to get your nails done. Like if that's your thing, then do it. I encourage everybody to do things that they want or do things for themselves. We often wrapped up in other people or just life itself, and we neglect ourselves. Do what you want to do, but just make sure that you're doing it for you, not for anybody else. What's your fashion style? So I feel like my style is literally just whatever I'm in the mood for that day. Like if I don't feel like getting done up, cute, whatever, I'm throwing on some sweatpants, some wide leg joggers, some New Balances, a big hoodie, and I'm out the door. Or if, I want to get cute, I really just feel like it depends on my mood, honestly. And my mood changes a lot. So I don't think I have one set style. Craziest thing that ever happened to you? Last month, I started kind of having my come to Jesus with myself. Literally on my way to work, I was talking to God. I was like, I want to do this and this and this, and I need your help. Like, I need you to guide me. I need you to walk with me, and so I can get these things together and work on them and, be closer to who I need to be. Da, 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 da. Why 3 days later I get arrested? Long story short, it was definitely a racial discrimination thing. This man on a motorcycle was recklessly driving in front of me. And this was around the time of like the protest or whatnot for ICE. He got in front of me and we were around police at the time because they were patrolling the protest. So he got in front of me yelling to the police like, oh, that I was trying to run him over and kill him and blah, 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 blah. So they ended up arresting me, and I literally got out like 20-30 minutes later. But that was just so crazy. I've never gotten arrested. I've never even got a speeding ticket. I've never been in trouble with the law at all. But it was just crazy to me how quickly and like instantly, like when I got back home, like a couple days later, when I actually had time to sit and think about what happened, I was like, that was God literally testing you. Literally testing you to see how you were going to react because the things of what you asked for. So I was like, man, what else happened to me? I almost got robbed before, literally blindly. Like if it wasn't for my boyfriend, I probably wouldn't be here right now. Those are like the main two things though. Like, I don't know what the devil was trying to do, like, but he was working that night that I almost got robbed. Next question. How are you so comfortable filming in public? Girl, I'm not, which is probably why I don't have as much content as I could, because I'm still learning to, be more comfortable with recording in public. But what I have realized, people are always going to have something to say. Literally, whether it's good, bad, in between, they're literally always going to have something to say. Luckily, since I have been out and I have recorded like in public, nobody has ever said anything negative to me. Not that I care. People will literally ask me like, oh, you do this, you do YouTube or you do TikTok or whatever. I haven't really ran into anybody who was just blatantly ugly to me about it. I feel like, I don't know, I just kind of got used to it. Like the more you do it, the more you literally get used to it. Like it's literally just a habit, I guess. And then too, like I'm trying to get into the habit now. So when I get monetized and the money start rolling in, I ain't gonna care about who's seeing me record in public, baby. I need this content. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? I don't like this question because in actuality, I don't know. And as I've gotten older, I have learned to not put a time limit on things because God already has a plan for us. It's not really up to us. I would hope to be in my field of career, definitely married, of course, 1 kid, maybe 2, living and doing what I love to do. Like, I really don't know. I don't have a straightforward answer because I honestly don't know. I have an idea, but like I said, I try not to put a time stamp on things because I used to do that when I say that like I'm so old, but when I was in high school, like fresh out of high school, I was like, okay, when I'm 23, I want this. When I'm 25, I want this. When I'm 26, da 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 da. And it just does not work out that way, and that's okay. Let me see what else. Let me see if he answers. I'm gonna ask my boyfriend if he got a question for me. Why are you still in the work clothes?
I just got home. You went to get something to eat.
Anyway, I'm filming right now. Ask me a question.
Why is you so scrumptious?
What is that? You know I don't got no answer for that.
Girl, oh, she look good.
Thank you.
Are you from Tennessee? Because you don't attend. I see.
This is a serious matter.
What are the other questions been like?
Have you ever been in love? Are you still in the gym? Are you religious? They all over the place. Literally anything.
I know. Let me think. Give me a sec.
Hurry up.
If you could change one thing about yourself, what would you change?
You know I don't like this question. Ask me another question. Because you know the answer to this already.
I don't think I do.
Yeah, you do. Because you've asked me that before.
What's your
No, I'm gonna hang up on you.
What's your height?
Yes.
I don't understand. Okay, well, that's your reason. You're right.
Yeah, that's not for you to understand. Okay, another question.
You had to work. Nah, I already know your answer to that.
See, it's kind of hard because you know me too well.
Yeah, I know.
He don't know me, y'all. He think he do.
Yes, I do. That's bad.
Oh my goodness.
If you had 1 minute with God, like, and he's like sitting in your face, what would you tell or ask him?
Ooh, this is a good one.
Oh, I ain't gonna lie, I'm ready for this.
If If I had 1 minute with God, what would I tell or ask him? Dang, that's a good question. I would probably ask him, when am I gonna die or how I'm gonna die? But then again, I feel like if I were to ask that, I would then go into deeper thought of or more questions.
Something like that, like that's scary. Like, 'cause
Yeah.
There's no cheating death.
How do you feel about mixing friend groups? Honestly, don't mind it. I feel like you just have to know your friends and know if they will like mesh well with your other friend groups. I personally never mixed the friend groups because I just never did. I feel like it could be fun though, but it can also be kind of hard, like if you're the mutual friend between both friend groups, because you have to attend to this friend group and everybody that's in this friend group of what they need, and then this friend group may, you know what I mean? So it's a lot being the middleman. Mixing friend groups can definitely be fun. How do you know if he's the one? Girl, honestly, I won't say you don't know. It kind of takes us a little bit longer to know rather than men, I feel like. Especially, it takes you longer, especially if you have just gotten out of a toxic relationship. Throw their burdens on or their bad habits on the new guy. That person has nothing to do with your past. In my situation, I knew simply because and this is gonna sound so cliche, he was just different. Like, he actually, he told me about myself. Like, he was like, girl, you know, what he did don't got nothing to do with me. You know what I mean? Like, he just kind of not put me in my place, but put me in my place and just made me do some self reevaluating. Like, girl, why are you being rude to him? Like, why are you being like this? But then I had to be real with myself and be like, you're literally self-sabotaging because you're scared about getting in another relationship, which is okay. But there's just certain things you have to be careful about with moving forward with someone else, because at the same time, granted, he was very patient with me. I just got lucky. You just have to be real with yourself and be honest with yourself. Like, do you really like this person, or do you like what they can do for you? Do you really like this person, or do you really like them for one specific reason? Do you like how they are as a person? But you don't actually like them for who they are. Like, if this person, I feel like, if the person leads you closer to a guy, like if y'all are both on the same spiritual realm, if they are willing to help yourself to be more beneficial within the relationship. Now that I have the person that I have, like, there's so many different factors and characteristics about him that I just never saw in somebody before. So I was like, this is so weird. I don't like this. And I'm a person of habit. So I was just like, ugh. But I also liked it because it was like a breath of fresh air. And I was like, man, I think I really like him, but don't do too much. Like, like it was a lot. It was a lot in the beginning, but I said all that to say, when you know. Well, that wraps up this video, you guys. Yeah, I will probably do another one of these. I don't know. It's just super cute, just different from an actual vlog of me doing something.